Sickening. This is sickening. Who the hell wants to hear that?
That's right, folks. If you can't read this, it says
That
every.
you know how they say there's frequencies that are good for us and frequencies that are bad? That's very bad frequencies. That's friggin' morbid sounding. Dreary shit. It's like sucks the soul out of you. It sounds like someone's dying, man. There's nothing holy about that. Get the fuck out of here. Alright? This is disgusting. This is in New York City. Well, you get what you get in New York City. Alright? You ain't so tough, are you? Remember the good old days when I was a kid back then, but I remember the whole thing about New York City was a city that never sleeps, and it was a tough city, take no crap. If you look at someone cross the wrong way or they think you're looking at them the wrong way, hey man, what the fuck you looking at, man? Now look at you. 2020 showed me everything about what New York City is about. You ain't tough anymore, all right? You wore your face diapers. You let the NWO cops run roughshod over you. They said, get the hell out of this restaurant. We just got a call. We just got a 911 call saying that you're sitting here in this booth trying to eat your din-din with your family without a muzzle. How dare you? And the cops picked you up and threw you out on your keister, out on the sidewalk. And you didn't do jack about it. Most of New York City people, these were sheeple all muzzled up. And then you go and vote, don't get trigger bitch shoot, for fucking commies continuously. You vote for now a Muslim, all right? You're celebrating that, and now look at you. 5 times a day? That shit? Are you JKing me? This ain't America. You're not landing free and home of the brave. And these Muslims, listen, they've been coming in before 2020, but 2021 and on, when the border was wide open, you got a lot of this that came in. And a lot of these are illegal, all right? And they're taking over the city. They're taking over parts of Texas. Texas now is a new Mecca, I guess. They're building an epic city, which we're going to take a look at. We're going to take a look at this. This is insanity. America is allowing itself to be infiltrated and taken over. And I'm not talking about America as in the government, because I don't consider most of them Americans anyway. We've been infiltrated on so many levels. The institutions that you call school, they're indoctrinations institutions. You should call them public fools. I got that from, here's the deal, Brian. He referred to schools as fools, public fools. I like that. Brian. Public fools instead of schools. But, you could say school as in school of fish. Just a school of fish and you just brainwash them. These public schools or these public fools are just overran, infiltrated with these commies, these libtards, these commies that hate America. And they want nothing more than to just totally turn your children into anti-American zombies. That's what they want to do. All right? So you got that institution overran with commies. You have the government overran with commies. You have the church. Look at the Vatican. I'm Catholic. I'm Cackalack, but I loathe the Pope. This last Pope, this one, and what they're doing at the Vatican. Having a Muslim chapel in the Vatican. Are you JKing me? Are you fucking kidding me? Infiltrated on so many levels. All right? You cannot go in any damn Muslim country and damn infiltrate it. You can't take it over. You're not going to force your will on them. You're not going to force your cultural values, whatever, from your own country onto them. It's not happening. So literally, not happening. You damn sure ain't going to push Christianity over there. Not happening. You're not going to push your woke shit on them too. Not happening. There's only a couple of things that are good about them. They don't put up with this trans shit. They don't put up with this woke shit. They don't put up with this fagala nonsense. That's the only thing that's, if you want to say, admirable qualities. But other than that, it's bad news. Big time bad news. You can't go there and go on a fucking loudspeaker and do monk chants over there in damn any one of these Muslim countries, right? It's not happening. But somehow, this is America. This is the great melting pot, right? The melting pot. We just got to accept everybody. Just got to, y'all come back now. You hear? Everybody from all over the world. They're coming to America today. They're not coming to assimilate. The immigrants of old did for the most part. All right? They declared themselves Americans first. From what I've seen. I'm talking about my parents' generation. All right? And before that. But since then, a lot of these newbies, and especially these damn illegals, they're not here to assimilate at all. You should already know this by now. Let's take a look at what's going on in New York City. Disgusting.
5 a.m., 12 p.m., and 6 p.m. all over New York City, the governor approved Kathy Hochul passed a law to make...
You said that wrong. It's ho chill. Or chill ho with your communism. Call it ho chill. Hochul. Yeah, ho's right for New World Order.
Passed a law to make the Muslim call of prayer legal. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know that? And in the comments, people are saying, okay, the first one can be seen as early as 4 a.m. It's different every day. That's ridiculous. This is done to intimidate and to display dominance. Okay? They full volume. This person says, people tell me I'm lying whenever I bring...
The fact that Americans designed to intimidate Americans. Imagine you going into someone's home. You invite into your friends or someone you know. Hey, why don't you come over for a spot of tea? How about coming in for a spot of tea? Sure, I'll be right there. And you go in there and your game plan really is to intimidate them. You're in their territory. You're in their house. This is our homeland. This ain't yours. All right? You fucking coming over here trying to transform. Change we need. Fundamentally change we need. We're going to change America. Remember that? 2008 to 2015, 16. Remember that? Thank you. Thank you. Change. Change we need. No, we don't. We don't need any fundamental change of shit. The only fundamental change we need is to get rid of all these corrupt bastards, these anti-American bastards, these fucking fake news, lying NWO pieces of crap, all the NWO order files. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. That's the fundamental change we need. We need to take back our country. This is ridiculous. And methinks this is another angle that they're using to cause more divide and perhaps a civil war, and then they could get the martial law. But I don't know if they're going to get a civil war out of that because Americans overall seem too docile, too distracted. I don't see anything happening. And you damn sure you're not voting your way out of this. Get that out of your mind. I don't care who you vote for anymore. I don't care anymore. You're not going to change any of this through voting. Fact that noise. We don't have 2 years. We don't have every 4 years and all this crap. As Stone Cold Steve Austin used to say, Not happening. We got to take back our country, but here we are, 5 times a day. New York City, Austin Texas being taken over. Texas is a mecca. Let's take a look.
It up. But the calls to prayer have gotten much louder in Ozone Park, Queens, versus the last...
Ozone Park, where I was born. Can you believe that? Ozone Park, Queens. Oh, my. Ozone. My grandmother, who's lived... she didn't live there, but from my biological father's side, my biological father was from Argentina, and so hence my grandmother. And she could barely speak English. She's got to be rolling over in her grave because I was born in Ozone Park, in that area. And we didn't have Muslim. There was no Muslim prayers. This is, look, but roll forward 50 years later, 50-something years later, you got Muslim prayers in the area where I was born. Are you kidding me? This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing that this is happening on our soil.
Okay. The first one can be seen as early as 4 a.m. It's different every day. That's ridiculous. This is done to intimidate and to display dominance. Okay?
You're not dominant.
Full volume. This person says, people tell me I'm lying whenever I bring it up, but the calls to prayer have gotten much louder in Ozone Park, Queens, versus the last few weeks, maybe a little over a month, and they are absolutely playing it at all times, other than the times of their prayer call. They can get away with it because no one cares enough. Give them an inch, though. Okay.
These are people commenting under that video
All right,
on X.
it is going on and people are talking about it down there, but I want to show you guys. I want to take you to, what do I want to show you next? I want to show you, there's a lot. I've been bringing you about what's been going on all over Texas. I've been showing you what's happening in different states. I've been focusing on Texas though, because guys, I've played you the videos. They see Texas as their new Mecca. Their new Mecca. I'm looking for the...
Yeah, I'm thinking, see how it keeps wanting me to sign in, YouTube? This has been happening for the last 2 or 3 months. I have to constantly sign in on only my mobile, only on my tablets and cell phone. They constantly want me like a dozen or more so times a day want me to sign in on my calendar, on my phone, my calendar, but at least several times a day on YouTube, on my tablet, on my cell phones. Never before, before the last several months, I didn't have to do this. Once I was signed in, I've been signed in for years. But now they constantly want me to sign in. I'm thinking of trying to get us acclimated, or me, I don't know if you're experiencing this, constantly have to sign in, acclimated to signing in to this and signing into that when they go to the digital, I think, ID. Eventually they're going to want us to sign into the internet, just to get on the internet. See this? This isn't normal. This isn't normal. Look at this. Again, this is ridiculous. Let me play the video. Maybe it won't do it as
one
much.
particular thing I want to show you. Okay. So if you don't know this, and I probably won't have to go back to show you. I'll just show you this because this is just trending. And then we got to get into this, guys. There's a lot more. I told you what they're trying to do.
Redeem being taken over.
I told you what they're trying to do. And
China
now we have
buying
the
up our
evidence.
land,
right? On this thing, guys. Sorry. I'm
pause
filming this like I'm
doing. They keep wanting me to sign in. They're trying to get me acclimated to signing into this, signing into that. When with everything, it's been, once I signed in, I stay signed in until I logged out. But the last couple months on these mobile devices, like my tablet and cell phone, they want me to sign into YouTube, want me to sign in my calendar. What else they want me to sign into? I think that's it so far. Constantly. See? Constantly. This is, even though I'm in already, they're letting me know that they're going to screw with me and shut this down, and then I'll have to sign in. That's what that means. They're trying to get me used to signing into this, signing into that. I feel like eventually they're going to want us to sign into the internet. I think I even came across some information saying that they're trying to get us acclimated to constantly signing in. Sign in and prove who you are. Prove who you are. Verify who you are. It says verify on the calendar. Verify who you are. This is ridiculous, but let me end this and it's late, so hold on.
Doing a live, so it may be a little all over the place. But it says, I'll just read what Greg Abbott said. Today, I designated the Muslim Brotherhood and Council on American Islamic Relations as foreign terrorists and transnational criminal organizations. This bans them from buying or acquiring land in Texas and authorizes the attorney general to sue to shut them down. Now, this, and we'll go back to that in a second, but this ties hand in hand to what happened with Epic City, where the DOJ was investigating and they were going to do something about Epic City, which is
it's a little too
basically late. In Texas.
Oh, now you're going to do something about it. Now you're going to declare the Muslim Brotherhood foreign terrorists. Now you're going to do it. I think the damage is done already. They've already taken root. They're building a fracking 402-acre Epic City over there in Texas, okay? They call it Muslim prayer in New York City, Dearborn, Michigan, Texas, 5 times a day. You serious? On a loudspeaker. Can you do that? Can churches start blaring? Can Christian churches start blaring their prayers out loud? Just real out loud like that. Seriously? No, we can't, can we? Well, how about disturbing the peace? Give a shit if it's during the hours where it's okay to be loud or whatever. Still disturbing the peace? I don't want to hear that shit. Force that shit on me. Don't tread on me. This is what's happening. Try this in a small town, yes, but who even knows in another year or two how these small towns will be. Maybe they'll be infiltrated by so many damn libtards and Muslims. And you know what? Part of me thinks this could only be this. I feel like sometimes that they're using these cell towers frequencies to mind control a lot of the sheeple that are weak-minded. Somehow they have this sophisticated program where they could make the sheeple in conjunction with the other things to make them docile, but use frequencies to make them like just mind control them, to make them accept this somehow. Because this doesn't make sense. How is this even possible? You can't do this in any fucking country worth its salt. You cannot do this. Hell, Canada right now, they're communist. They're pushing, going to pass a bill for universal basic income. And that's right next door, our neighbor. It's like the wagon is being surrounded by evil. I'll play a little bit more, but I think you get the gist of this, right?
Big city is this huge, if you guys don't know, I've shown you so much about it. We can do another video about it, but it is basically a huge Muslim city, essentially. Okay, where they're going to have houses, mosques, grocery stores, everything you can name that will be in a city. And it's essentially for Muslims only, and they will be practicing Sharia law. Now, when that came out, this is what Greg Abbott did. Okay, and they said the DOJ would investigate. They're going to investigate. They're going to see what they can do to shut this down. But I told you, they didn't. The DOJ came back and said they can't do anything. Texas came back and said they can't do anything.
Oh no, this is Muslim entity. This wants these Muslims.
Starting in 1999. Holiday harder with the triple treat box from Pizza Hut.
Part of me is why I'm slowing down.
I recently saw a statistic that the average.
Let me show you this.
Nothing's being done. Nothing's being done.
I can read this one to you.
The DOJ's investigating. We're going to investigate this. Remember all those so-called accidents, train derailments, food processing, and oil refineries going up in flames. And the news articles always said, well, the authorities are investigating. And I would say, yeah, and they'll get back with you, right? They'll get right back with you on their investigation with all the results as they give you another shiny object, another thing. They're not going to get back with you. The DOJ's, the Department of Injustice, they're going to get back with you. They're going to investigate this. These are the same entities that stood there and watched our country being invaded for the last 4 years. But now they're investigating this, and well, they just found out this is America, and we're being taken over. But there's just nothing we could do about it. Fact that noise, man. Well, again, we've been so infiltrated by anti-Americans that it ain't even funny. What we feel like or think is America is just an illusion. And they're ready to roll back that curtain to show you what we really look like. And you're seeing it now. The news isn't showing that. It's not going to show this. What's happening? I should see. You got a lot of people on X or Twitter reporting on this or showing videos and stuff like that. But other than that, and then you got people like this who have a lot of time to compile all this information because maybe they have that much time, or maybe they have a team behind them to do this. That's big thumbs up. But I'm going to mirror the content because I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. I'm not going to go out on my own anymore and look for clips to put together when it's already there for me. So it is what it is. I used to do stuff like that in the early days, but I'm living my life. You see the pizza commercial? Give me some of that. Let me have some sports. Let me have some distractions. I want to feel like I used to feel, just be a normie, but without my head in the sand. Do you understand that? Without my head in the sand. So I'm not going to show you the longer videos every night like I used to do with fast read headlines. Although I really wanted to tonight. I looked at, I started looking up articles like the old days, but I'm kind of tired. So I'll save that probably for tomorrow. One of the articles that I saw is a 18-year-old cheerleader on a Carnival cruise that was found, her body stuffed under a bed in her room on a Carnival cruise. You JKing me? Are you kidding me?
Of cover two things at once, but let's look at this. It says Texas. There are a whopping 314 mosques in Texas alone. There are 22 in Collin County, 48 in Dallas County, 27 in Tarrant County, and 84 in Harris County. Islam
In one fucking county, 22, 28, this Muslims. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. They had a what was it? Some kind of Muslim festival over there in Texas, where they took over the streets, celebrating whatever, shouting out their religious things, and it was like over 10,000 at the festival. What are you doing, America? What are we doing here? Huh? What are we doing? What are we doing? This is absolute insanity. They're not assimilating. They don't declare themselves Americans. Muslims, their motto, their mission is to infiltrate and conquer from within. How many times have I said the enemy's within? Not just them. Not just them. How many times? Even the ones that look like they're American. They're on the TV screen, right? The AOCs, Nazi Pelosi's, Chucky Schumer's, rhinos, blah, blah, blah. They look like they could be American, but they ain't. Nothing about them is American. They don't have American values. They hate this country. The libtards, the commies, the rhinos, right? Where are the good old boys in all this? How do they feel? I don't know. You get to see their videos. This is just a glimpse. I know I'm spending, I don't know how many minutes this video is so far. It's probably 15 to 17. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. But I'm only, 5 minutes into this video. So I could go on forever, but it's very late. So let's get into the epic city. Epic city, they call it. 402 acres. Sharia law. And Americans, hell far, you ain't allowed in there. But this is inside America. This is inside America. We have sleeper cells here. It's funny how if you breathe the wrong way on the internet, or, maybe you didn't put on your turn signal, you get pulled over, you get in trouble, you get knocks on the door. It's funny how they know where you are. They know where to get you, Americans, right? They know where to get you. They got your number. But when it comes to sleeper cells, when it comes to this bullshit, well, we're investigating, but there's nothing we can do. Funny how that works, isn't it? The inmates are running the asylum. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this bullshit. Epic city is gonna be. You know it's gonna smell like BO, right? It's gonna be loaded with BO. And Sharia law. This shouldn't be allowed at all.
Every great journey begins with a single step. Our journey began with the epic mosque.
Fact your journey.
A place of worship, unity, and
Take a
faith.
BO in there.
From land to reality, this mosque stands as a testament to what a committed community can achieve.
This is right here in Texas. I mean, right here. I'm not in Texas, but they picked Texas of all places to really, really explode the Islam
Next,
invasion.
we built for the
because
body and
that's
spirit. The epic gym was signed into
Republic
existence, a space that
of
promotes
Texas.
health and wellness for all.
I have visited, without
it's like its own
exaggeration,
entities.
hundreds of masajid in North America. I have never seen a purpose-built gymnasium and hall and basketball field as beautiful and as meticulous and as grandiose as this one.
Our vision grew.
Look at the chemtrails
Securing
in the
additional
background.
land, we transformed Epic into a full campus, a hub for education, community, and service.
They say that you're not allowed in there. This is off limits. This is a no-go zone. You down with that, Texas? You down with that, America? Point at your bows. Why are we allowing this shit? Why are we allowing our country to be taken over at so many levels? They want Sharia law. They want to do in your fucking town. I know you could say try that in a small town, but if they're doing this in Texas, of all places, that's like a big punch, a big black eye for America, because Texas is like the Republic of Texas. It's its own entity, right? Pretty much. The great state of Texas. Everything's bigger, better in Texas. Independent Texas, right? Texas tough. This is not looking tough to me at all. This should not be happening at all. You should not be allowing other fucking You should not be allowing these invaders to come in and take over and set up camp. They're not here to assimilate. They're going to bring in their own Sharia law here too. Their own court systems. They already got some of that in place in different areas of the country. Court systems, literally. Sharia police. Look at Dearborn, Michigan. This shouldn't be happening. And it's not just going to end here. No. They want the... they're here to take over, as I say, conquer America. To take out the great Satan, as they say. Meanwhile, these bastards are freaking POSs that are worshiping a false god. And all they want to do is kill if you don't convert.
With growth comes responsibility.
It's not even singing.
We secured land for endowment, a gift to the future of our community, ensuring sustainability for generations to come.
Go do this in your own fucking country.
With education at the heart of our mission, Epic Girls School was born, a place where young women are empowered, educated, and ready to lead. And for our
can they drive their own cars? Do they have to wear the hijab? Do they have to leave the house with a male in order to go out in public? Or are they under the thumb of Sharia law? What do you mean empowering women? Fact that noise.
Young men, we expanded our vision again, securing land and signing the deal to grow the Epic Boys School, a space where the future is being built every day. Today, we take the next bold step. We are proud to announce the successful purchase of land for Epic City.
In Texas, in America.
402 acres of beautiful scenery.
In Texas, this is America. Being taken over.
Welcome to the future of living. Welcome to Epic City.
This better not become a thing. This is bullshit. You can't go
Nestled
over
in
their
the heart
countries and
of
do
Josephine, Texas.
You can't
It is about
you
20
cannot go to any other country and just take over. Like, it's not happening unless you're I don't want to say faggoty West, but it seems like that the West is just been infiltrated by so many fucking commies that we allowed in while you were sleeping, and now they're allowing in invaders to set up, to come in, like we've seen, especially the last 4 years, under Beijing Joe Biden, under Boris Johnson, under Trudeau and other fucking sissified New World Order fucking POSs that allowed all this to happen and set up camp and take over their countries, because those so-called leaders of each country, like Canada, like the United States, with Beijing Joe Biden, like Trudeau, Boris Johnson, all these other commies that have allowed this, they're not really true British. They're not true Canadians, and they're not true Americans that allowed this to happen, okay? And so you got a fucking damn, you got a comrade, fucking damn London stand, Muslim mayor you've had now for some time. Look at how the UK's doing. I saw a video of this damn libtarded woman in UK. Some say that she was was a Jew, and but with a British accent, and she's saying that we should allow all these invaders in. We got to stop being the colonialists, the imperialists that we are, and allow the world in, especially if they're hurting and bullshit like that. Those people are not real British. They have people that say that shit. They might look like they're British. They're not British. That say anybody that's against your country and says to allow your country to be flooded by third world shit is not a true Briton. Any American, so-called American, that says we should open our borders and allow the world in is not a true American. Same thing for Canada. If it is not your country first to them, they're not true. They're not your fellow countrymen. They're just not. Okay? And we got so-called leaders that are in different places that are not putting our country first, not putting your country first, and those are fucking New World Order pieces of shit. All right? And allowing these invaders. And they want this to happen. And this is also designed to allow them to come in, to allow them to do this, because it's going to piss off Americans, and they also want order and chaos. They want Americans to rise up and, fucking start a civil war any way they can get it, whether it's a race war or against Muslims, whatever. All right? I don't have, what do they call it, Islamophobia. I don't give two shits. Just don't fucking tread on me. Keep that shit in your own mosque, but don't be taking over my country. Don't be fucking setting up camp. And damn sure don't be saying there's a no-go zone. And you damn sure don't say you're going to enforce your own Sharia law in America. That rock ain't rolling. All right? And you got some pair of balls to even think this is okay. To even think that this is okay in our country. America, you better wake the hell up. You should have woken up a long time ago. Like, this is happening while you're sleeping. Still distracted, America? Still gonna put on your muzzle for a fake virus? This is ridiculous.
Miles in 20 minutes from Epic.
And the fact that doesn't even sound holy. Yeah, it's holy like underwear has holes in it. Sounds like shit. All right, sounds demonic. Does that offend you? Well, fuck off. I don't give a shit. I'm tired of this. And you blasting that shit 5 times a day in New York City, you damn libtards that are allowing this, in Dearborn, Michigan, you down with this? You want to hear this shit? Christians are not allowed to blast their prayers 5 times a day. No religion is, but yet, you got fucking Muslims that think that they can do this shit and get away with it. All right, this is ridiculous. I don't want to hear that satanic shit. All right, I don't hear that. It's dreary. It sounds like a fucking. You know what it sounds like? A drunk person. It's like, it sounds like a fucking vinyl record when you play it, but it's warped. And it goes, that's what that shit sounds like. It sounds like shit. It pisses me off to no end. Keep that shit in your own country. We can't go to your country and do this shit. You come over here trying to enforce your bullshit, share your laws here.
It's a way of life. A meticulously designed community that brings Islam to the forefront. A community that blends with nature, crafted to elevate your
Good, go do it in your own
experience.
fucking country.
With single-family homes, multi-family townhomes and apartments,
It all smells
senior
like BO.
living, and in the heart, a mosque.
Are there any
and a
goats and
school.
sheep there?
Parks for Eid prayer, carnivals, and community events.
I just saw a video, and I think it was in Texas. Don't quote me. I think it was Austin, of all places, of course. That over 10,000 Muslims were having a carnival there, a Muslim carnival, a festival. Over 10,000. How does that even happen? How do you have hundreds of mosques in the Republic of Texas? Hundreds of them. They're going up by the dozens. And then you're gonna have this fucking 402 acres. They call it a city, where Sharia law is enforced, where you're not allowed to go in there. And if you do, well, they'll probably try to kick your arse. At the very least, they'll probably lift up their arm and rub their BO on you. At the very least. This is disgusting what we're seeing. All right? Disgusting. Pisses me off to no end. We cannot go to not any other country. You can't go to North Korea and boss them around and force bring your culture there and take over and shit like that. That's not happening. And even Italy. I mean, unless they're a bunch of pansies, Europe, which they've proved they've pretty much turned out to be because they're infested by a New World Order piece of shit. But in normal world, no country's going to allow this shit. It's not. You're not a land of the free and home of the brave. All right, if you're allowing this shit, we're just not. We're not. And they want Sharia law all over the damn place. This is America, or is it not? Is it not? Go do this go build your own stupid epic city in your own fucking country. All right, you fucking third world shitholes. Don't be bringing this shit over here. It's doing it to Texans, man. Of all things, Texans, good old boys, just a good old boy, never meaning no harm. I know Dukes of Hazzard, I think, was Tennessee, but still. Texans, you think of walking tall badasses, cowboy, the old West, badass, right? I'm not seeing it. New York City, same thing. You think you're tough? Not tough. You're bending over with no Vaseline. You did that in 2020. We saw it with the scamdemic because you muzzled up, right? And you got your vaccines in order to go to venues and things like that, right? And got punked out by the New World Order cops. And now you got a fucking Muslim mayor that's wants to kick your ass. These people hate America. They hate you. They don't like you. They don't want you in their 402-acre compound or establishment, whatever you want to call it. They don't want Americans. No. They're here to take over, and you're allowing it. This is a quiet takeover, except for the 5 times a day Muslim. Sounds like a warped record. It's sick. It's you know what? It makes my stomach turn when I hear this. When I hear that shit, I could watch a horror movie, and I used to be a horror buff, but I'm not anymore. But I'm saying I could tolerate a horror movie and all its grotesqueness better than I could tolerate that shit. It's audibly sickening, and this is visually sickening right here.
Multiple fields for sports, including soccer, cricket, tennis,
all
and
things that are not
volleyball.
Muslim. Soccer, cricket. They play those in Muslim countries.
Epic City, a a housing community where we celebrate diversity and promote unity.
Well, yeah, you celebrate
Our
diversity. That means Americans are allowed in there, right? And we're not subject to your bullshit Sharia law. Is that right? Oh no, it's all bullshit. It's a commercial. That's right.
Community is designed to foster a sense of belonging and inclusivity for all residents, regardless of their background. We believe that everyone deserves a safe and comfortable place to call home.
We sell alcohol
and we are
there?
committed to creating a welcoming environment.
Oh, that means anybody can go there?
Where all residents can live together in harmony.
No, it's all gonna be Muslims. That's all it's gonna be.
The future is in our hands. Together we've achieved so much, and together we build Epic City, the city of tomorrow, starting today.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Shit looks like AI. Does this not look like fucking AI?
Epic community, Mubarak on Epic 2.0. MashaAllah, you've come a long way from that first Epic, but it's not just the structure that's epic, but alhamdulillah, I mean, everything that this masjid does, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to put barakah in all that you do, and may Allah azza wa jal make what lies ahead even greater than that which has passed.
My dear brothers and sisters, if this achievement reminds me of one name of Allah azza wa jal, it reminds me of Al-Karim. It reminds me how great and generous is Allah Azza wa Jal.
Allah is no such
gave
thing.
us more than we deserve. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put barakah in this project, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it the beginning of many other great projects. Congratulations.
Aren't these the same ones that if they do like a real jihad on you and they kill the infidels, they think they're gonna get like 72 virgins in heaven, their heaven, right? These are the same ones? Huh? Don't they do strange things with goats and sheep? I mean, I'm just asking for a friend. I could swear that's word out on the street. Not every single one. I'm not going to say that. Not every single one, no. But still, the 72 virgins, seriously? They hate Christians. They don't love Christians. They don't love... If you're not a fucking Muslim, they want to delete you. They don't want you. They talk about love and inclusive. Who are they including? Only their kind. That's it. You're not going to have white people there. You're not going to have Americans in there. I wouldn't want to be there to begin with. But this should not be here to begin with also. This should not be happening on American soil at all. But they have big plans. And it's already in motion. Already in motion. And I don't have anything against Muslims in general. If you come here and you mind your own business and staying out of the way and you're here to assimilate and you're here to work your job and raise a family, be productive citizen of society of America, and you're here to assimilate, and you're not coming here waving your flag, you're not coming here to take over the country and all this shit, then I'm okay with that. But it's getting to a point where enough's enough with all of this, and I'm about to say that I've had enough with immigration, because there's a lot of people out there that are saying that they're done with. Either we've been over the illegal immigration, but also the legal immigration. Hate to say, I mean, it's a shame because my parents, both my sides of my parents are immigrants, and probably mostly yours too. Not everybody was a Native American. Not everybody comes from Native American descent. Although the Southerners, most of them think they're all Native American. They don't realize that a lot of them are also European, and that the ancestors came from other places other than North America. So yeah, immigrants came here from Europe and places like that and built this country, mostly from Europe, and built this country, right? We built this city, right? Built this country, and but over the years, we're overran with it. We're overran with it, and it's out of control. It's out of control. All right. I think it's time to put the cap on. If you're not here to assimilate. If you're not here to assimilate, if I go to friggin' Italy, I'm not going to be waving my American flag. I'm not going to be fucking damn pushing. I mean, Europeans and Americans are kind of a lot similar. I mean, America was founded by Europeans who actually became former Europeans once they established America in the colonies. So the story goes, right? So we have we have connection here to the Europeans. But what I'm trying to say is I'm not going to go to your country, try to step on your toes. If I'm a guest in your house, I'm gonna act accordingly. I'm gonna put away. I'm gonna help you clean maybe offer to help you clean the dishes and utensils after dinner. and things like that. And I'll assimilate to a great extent, but I'm not going to come in here and act like a bull in a china shop and fucking say I'm here to damn push my values. I'm not going to, in other words, I'm not going to come into your house and establish my own domain. Well, okay, I'm taking over this room, I'm taking over that room. You can't come in these rooms. Oh, I know it's your house, but you can't come in these rooms. No, fuck that. I'm not going to do that. But that's what's happening here, more often than not. Either you're here to assimilate and become become an American. Either you go into Australia, become an Australian. If I become an expat and I move to Australia, I'm going to pretty much adopt some of the Australian ways. You know, I might even say, "Hey, bloke," start talking in that accent sooner or later. But I'm not going to be there to try to force any. I'm not there to try to force Americanness onto Australia, or if I move to any other place. I'm not. It's not what I'm going to do. I'm still going to be me, but I'm not. I'm going to pretty much stay out of the way as far as. I'm not going to damn be a bull in the china shop and try to change your country into what the country I just left. That's stupid. You just left your country, fucking country with Muslimness and Sharia law. Why are you coming over here to do it? Stay in your lane. Stay in your fucking country then. Build your city. Build your damn epic city in your own country you came from. But do not come here or any other country and try to set up camp here. And damn sure not assimilate and then have the balls to say Americans can't come in there. As much as you say you like to, you know, have diversity. Bullshit. You're not going to have diversity in there. The only thing you're going to have in there is fucking your kind. That's it. That's it. And that's bullshit. And it doesn't matter if it was these people or any other people. If you're not here to assimilate and become an American, and all you want to do is wave your own country's flag as you're here, that rock doesn't roll. This is unbelievable what I'm seeing. But their goal is to conquer from the inside out. Just go in there, just little by little. Encroach, mission creep, until you wake up one day and the fucking, there's no American flag waving. It'd be theirs. And they've already done that in certain places, like I think New York City. I'm not sure if it was DC, but you've seen those videos where they're taking down the American flag, climbing a pole, taking down the American flag and waving the Palestinian flag or whatever flag they're from, but they're taking down the American flag. That's very symbolic. So that's what I got for you. Don't be a troll out there. I am Oot.